thrown from excuses, caught in fate. Gave away your backbone to the abstract and vague. Every finger pointed outward seals your cage. You're a parasite feeding on your own rage. Comfortable in change you polished every day. Screaming at the walls you carefully arranged. Your keys been in your palm but you look away. Performing helplessness like it's minimum wage. But something stirring in the organ you forgot. A pulse beneath the theater of a rot. The genetics don't lie when the mirror gets hot. I am the organism that adapts or dies. No more symbiosis with comfortable lies. Competition carved my name in stone and ice. I found homeostasis in the sacrifice. Resentment is the fuel, self-reliance is the fire. I don't ask permission from an absent choir. Every story built through calculated desire. I am the architect, the engineer, the wire. Strip the flesh from every excuse you parade. Mediocrity's a costume that you handmade. Voluntary prison with amenities paid. Blame the system where you rot in the shade. Outsource power to entities that don't exist. Clenched your fist, that ghost you can't resist. Every failure cataloged and dismissed. It's someone else's fault on an infinite list. But the data doesn't lie when you check the risk. Pulse is still there underneath the mist. Adaptation requires you to persist. Genetics loaded, but you never enlist. Organism dying from analysis, paralysis. Competition moving while you're building a palace of excuses and strips and theatrical malice. Time to cut the performance, embrace the callous. There's a spark in the wreckage you can't deny. The organ remembers how to fight and fly. Homeostasis found in the battle cry. I am the organism that adapts or dies. No more symbiosis with comfortable lies. Competition carved my name in stone and ice. I count homeostasis in the sacrifice. Resentment is the fuel, self-reliance is the fire. I don't ask permission from an absent choir. Every cell beat up for calculated desire. I am the architect, the engineer, the wire. Code observation from the blast tower view. The parasite was always just a version of you. Feeding on the host until the host sees through. Pure transformation, cellular and true. No gods, no masters, no external cure. Just the organism learning to endure. Adaptation written in the structure, pure. Self-made machinery, efficient and sure. I am the organism that adapts or dies. No more symbiosis with comfortable life. Competition carved my name in stone and ice. Found homeostasis in my sacrifice. Resentment is the fuel, self-reliance is the fire. I don't ask permission from an absent choir. Every cell we good to calculated desire. I am the architect, the engineer, the wire. The ghost returns. The organ learns. Genetics burn. Adaptation earned. No cause for rebel, just a mirror. And the organism standing clear.
You built a wharf, but never learned to sail. Counted every vessel passing by your shore. Cataloged the names of ships you'd never board, while the tide kept score.
Standing at the marine, the ticket in your hand, waiting for permission from a phantom command. You say the coast is guarded, say the channel's closed, but I've seen smaller boats than yours navigate those. Every frigate that departed, you just waved goodbye. Said you need a captain before you'd even try. Built a cabin on the delta, let the water run still. Convinced yourself that patience is the same as well. You're waiting for rescue on an aircraft carrier that's never gonna come. Never gonna come. You made yourself a prisoner, your own barrier. The keys under your thumb. Under your thumb. How many years you gonna count the cost? How many times you gonna watch get lost? The captain that you're calling, he's a ghost you made. You're the warden and the inmate in this masquerade. Monday, you said tomorrow Tuesday, same excuse Wednesday, blame the weather Thursday, once the use Friday, leave conditions, Saturday align Sunday, back to waiting for a clearer sign. 40 seasons, cycle through the same rotation, outsourced your ambition to an explanation. Every opportunity assign an alibi, watch them sail away. Never question why Delta to the ocean, ocean to the sea. You mapped it recurring, except the one in Lee. You're waiting for rescue on an aircraft carrier that's never gonna come. Never gonna come. You made yourself a prisoner, your own barrier, the keys under your thumb. Under your thumb. How many years you gonna count the cost? How many times you gonna watch get lost? The captain that you're calling, he's a ghost you made. You're the warden and the inmate in this masquerade. Comfortable in the cabin of your beautiful despair, polished all the reasons why you couldn't get there. Every external villain that you learn to blame is just another break in your self-constructed shame. The channel's always open, always been. The frigate's in the harbor, not a question of when. You don't need a captain, don't need a crew. The only one who grounded that ship was you. It's never gonna come, never gonna come. You made yourself a prisoner, your own barrier, the keys under your thumb. Under your thumb. How many years you gonna count the cost? How many times you gonna watch get lost? The captain that you're calling, he's a ghost you made. You're the warden and the inmate in this masquerade.
The wharf is still standing, or you left your dreams. The coast remembers everything, or so it seems. No rescue ever came and never will. The only question left: do you want it still? Do you want it still? Do you want it still? Still.
On your knees, begging phantom authorities. Bling the storm, bling the sea. Never bling the one who holds the key. Trading power for apologies. Built these walls, lost the key. Screaming at a God that doesn't breathe. Yeah. You mind your excuses like precious ore, polished every reason till they shine. You built this prison, floor by floor. Now you're calling these chains divine. Yeah. You gave your backbone to the void, to systems, spirits, cosmic plans. Every choice you ran from and avoided. Just another vote against your hands. The grass lies stretched before your feet, but you chose the comfortable cage. Said the odds were too great to beat. Turned your fear into wisdom's page. You keep performing this powerless dance, rehearsed your helpless little show. Cause facing your own circumstance demands more than you wanna know. On your knees, begging phantom authorities. Blame the storm, blame the sea. Never blame the one who holds the key. On your knees, trading power for apologies. Built these walls, lost the key. Screaming at a God that doesn't breathe. Look, addicted to internalize the victim script, mediocrity, shows to this theatrical performance. External accusations like an avalanche of mountains of blame, building responsibility, waiting for permission from entities to track down and existent while time burns faster. Blame the system, blame festers, blame every single thing that never held you back. Titanic shifts in who you were, but you refuse to move with them. Crystallize your pain in the gems you wear like medals on your chest. Every failure frame just proof the whole world's against you. In the blizzard that you're freezing, man, it's cold, you manifest. The safe position on the floor, the easy choice to surrender. Your power buried under excuses waiting to be found. You'd rather be a martyr than remember you're the render of this prison, this performance, all this gear to underground. Storm in your mind. Stand up. Storm in your mind. Up in the sky. See all the excuses. Watch them run dry. All of your power. Dig it up now. Avalanche coming ready. Going out wild. Grassland of freedom still waiting there. Blizzard of blame dissolving in air. Gem of your truth cutting through lies. Tectonic shift. Watch the victim die. Stand up, stop begging phantom authorities. Stand up, face the storm, face the sea. Stand up, you're the one who's always held the key. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Then you're stripped in apology. Stand up, break these walls, you're the key. Stand up, kill the God that never learned to breathe. On the beat, no more phantom authorities. Roll the stone, cross the sea. Always were the one who held the key. On the beat, murdered all your apologies. Broke the walls, found the key. Buried the God who never learned to breathe. The cage was comfort. The chains were chores. The prison was performance. Now burn it down, burn it down, burn it down. Yeah. You traded your power for prophecy from strangers in expensive suits. Bit knee in the synagogue systems that were built to keep you mute. Every morning ritual, another pen is paid to abstract lords. Marriage to your martyrdom, you sign without reading the accords. Folklore past is wisdom, dogma dressed as truth. You're the CEO of nothing, liquidating youth. Blame the market, blame the state, blame the cosmic game. But the mirror shows the architect who built your golden cage of shame. Outsourced your backbone to a relic of control. Now you're begging for permission just to own your soul. Stand up, stand up. Break the chains you forged yourself. Stand up, stand up. Take the key, destroy the shell. Stand up, stand up. No more gods, no more wakes. Stand up, stand up. You're the judge, you're the fate. Performance on victim status, elevated to a crap portfolio of excuses. Quarterly reports on who to blame. Denominations change, but genuflection stays the same. Mosque, market, temple, corporation praying to the altar of your own abdication. A ritual self-destruction wrapped in a righteous indignation, waiting for salvation from the systems you created. Delegated power to the phantoms in the ceiling, nagging, kneeling, dealing, stealing from your future for the feeling that somebody else is steering while you're sleeping. Comfortable in weakness, it's a business model keeping you complicit in the prison that you're sweeping. Cold calculation, time for liquidation. Cut the contracts of your voluntary damnation. Shareholder of suffering, divest your position. The bottom line is simple: execution beats permission. You want a messiah? Look in the mirror. You want a savior? Fire that supplier. The only prophet worth following is the one you become when you stop begging courage from the kingdom that won't come. Comfortable imprisonment, Stockholm Syndrome elite. Memorize the scripture of your own defeat. But sovereignty is not tender, it's a hostile takeover of the weak defecting narrative. Your victim phase is over. Stand up. Burn the scripts, destroy the road. Stand up, stand up. Repel your hijacked soul. Stand up, stand up. No more priests, no more pleas. Stand up, stand up. The God you need is you. Break free. The dependent self is terminated. This sovereign self incorporated. No board of directors, no external creditor. You're the founder, operator, predator, transaction complete.
You built an altar to forces you cannot name, kneeling before shadows, whispering blame. The universe doesn't owe you coordinates. You're the telescope refusing to look through its own lens.
I remember the morning I signed away my power, gave my compass to cold cosmic indifference. Someone has to decide which galaxy I belong to. Wrap chains around my ankles, called it virtue. Blamed it on the phases for my frozen state. Pointed at dark matter while I sealed my fate. Every accusation was a brick I laid, building walls around the power I betrayed. I can see the moment crystal clear. The second I outsourced my atmosphere, gave away the keys to my own nebula, became a prisoner of my own criteria. I'm done waiting for all the lights to give permission. Done blaming gamma rays for my paralyzed condition. The universe was never holding me down. I built this cage myself, brick by brick from the ground. No more kneeling, no more phantom guards. The key was always mine. Time to play my cards, reclaiming every star I gave away. Taking back my galaxy today. Point to the economy, point to the weather, point to your parents, point to whatever. Blame the alignment, blame the timeline, blame everything except your own design. Every excuse is a vote you cast against your stuff. Moving fast, you perfected helplessness. Like art, give away every single part of your agency. Sovereignty, traded power for fake empathy. Comfortable in the cell you raid, hiding in your own charade. Now I'm tracing back the deals I made in fear. Every contract where I disappear. Telescope put it at everyone but me, refusing to see what I refuse to be. The cosmic forces unconspiring. My own surrender was the broken wiring. I blame the universe, not my own hand. Building quicksand where I chose to stand. I'm done waiting for aurora lights to give permission. Done blaming gamma rays for my paralyzed condition. The universe was never holding me down. I built this cage myself, brick by brick from the ground. No more kneeling, no more phantom guards. The key was always mine. Time to play my cards, reclaiming every star I gave away. Taking back my galaxy today. That was a moment of a fallen surrender, when I still burn like a cosmic ember, when I still claim my space in the universe, before I gave my fire to the void, before I let my life be destroyed. I'm going back to reclaim that second, when my power became a weapon. I turned against myself in the dark. Now I'm reigniting every spark.
No more waiting for aurora lights to give permission. No more blaming gamma rays for my paralyzed condition. The universe was never holding me down. I built this cage myself.
Now I'm staring it down. No more kneeling, the gods were illusion. My helplessness was my own conclusion. Reclaiming every stone, every nebula, every ray. Taking back my universe today. The telescope finally turns around. Scanning through the space I watch this own. Every excuse burns up in the atmosphere. The only force that matters is right here. Anti-fragile, standing in my light. No more theater, no more flight. The key was always mine to turn.
Watch this galaxy burn. You built an altar. You built an altar. You built an altar.
You built an altar.
altar.